Welcome, your Trade of the Day brought to you by Day Trade the World. As always, check out the QR code below. Get your trading journey started the right way. And Bob Iger is back. He's back at Disney. That's going to put it in play. It's going to be your Trade of the Day, but it's actually not along. So this stock was just gapping up, obviously on the news. Everyone pretty happy to see his return. After a brief, I guess, hiatus from leadership within the company. Now, you can see Disney, like a lot of names, has been under pressure recently, but I kind of want to highlight the last little bit of this range. And if you look at what's going on over in Disney, you can look at this 101 level, and that's going to be the real key here. 101 was the price I was looking at. It's going to correspond with, at least today, that 50-period moving average on the daily chart. So if you have a look at kind of what's been going on with the 50-period, it's been a pretty good level. You can see what happens when it broke down that level a little bit earlier in the year, and then resistance very recently. Now, it did wick higher and then reject this all the way to a fresh low. So I came in, saw that 101. It felt like a little bit too far early on, like that 10% that it was up early. But the way I kind of structured the trade, we talked about this in the morning show, was you're already trading back and forth. There's 100, there's 101, and you've essentially rejected that 101 break, which is the 50 period on the daily. So in the opening range, all I said is let the market dictate for me. If we open and are rejecting that top, then I want to be looking for shorts. If we're opening and we're breaking out and then holding that bid, I want to look for longs, right? It's either breaking that 50 on the daily or it's going to reject it for the short trade. And we get the open, it comes in the first move, essentially after about a minute or so, it's a 3-minute chart, it does break 100. So I get an entry point there, you see it come all the way down to about 98.5 and then make the test higher. So it rejects 150. That's the lower high I'm always looking for the pop and fade. We enter, add to the position at 150 and change, and then you see it retest some of these lows. Now, it got pretty interesting at 99.5, and every time there was a little bit of an iceberg or buyer step up there, I took a little bit more out. Then it kept on holding up, took a little bit more out. This is in the context of the market flushing, and every other short just continued to work. So at the open, all the shorts were working, and Disney's holding up at that 950. So a couple of times I'm taking a dollar. And then finally the floodgates open up. You get out that pre-market low as well. And once you've broken the channel at 99, it's a matter of, well, where do you think this one can get to? And once I was looking past that 99 area, you can kind of see you have previous resistance at 96, 97. That's where I was looking for the bottom. Resistance turning into support, support turning into resistance. So when it gets down to that 97, I'm out. Probably the only thing I would do a little bit differently is when it was popping to the upside, I was looking for like weaker names on the day to re-enter the short. This actually held up VWAP and could have given you some re-entry points. But remember, it is still up on the day. If anything, I'm just glad that we're able to take something with a positive catalyst, use an indicator from a higher time frame to be able to work that short trade. When in doubt, zoom out, you get your key levels from that higher time frame. There's your trade of the day, and it's Disney.